Welcome to the Selling Southport podcast. I'm Andrew Wright, Principal of Professional Southport since 2008. Real estate isn't just my career, it's my passion. With decades of experience, I know what it takes to succeed in the property market, especially here in Southport. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, lease or invest, you can count on me and my team to deliver strategies that maximise your returns. Let's dive into today's episode and get you one step closer to your property goals. Hi, I'm Andrew Wright from Professional Southport, and welcome back to another episode of Selling Southport. Now, if you're planning to buy a home, whether it's your first, your fifth, or you're just testing the waters, today's episode is a must listen. Because one of the biggest questions I get from buyers in Southport is this: should I go to my bank for a home loan or should I use a mortgage broker? It's a great question, and getting it right could save you thousands of dollars and a whole lot of stress. So today, we're unpacking exactly what a mortgage broker does, why more buyers are turning to brokers, and how they compare to going direct to a bank. Let's start at the beginning. What is a mortgage broker? A mortgage broker is essentially your personal matchmaker for home loans. They work as intermediaries between you, the buyer, and a panel of lenders, which usually includes big banks, second-tier lenders, credit unions, and even some niche private finance providers. Their job is to assess your financial situation and match you with the best possible loan for your needs. So instead of walking into one bank and getting one set of loan options, a broker opens up the entire market. That's the real advantage: choice. Let's go deeper into why that matters. First up, access to multiple lenders. This is the biggest win when you use a broker. Most brokers usually work with about 30 different lenders, sometimes even more. That means they're comparing dozens of products side by side. Interest rates, fees, features, and policies. And that kind of access just isn't something the average person can do on their own without spending weeks and weeks shopping around. Secondly, brokers offer tailored advice. They're not just chasing the lowest rate. They look at the bigger picture: your income, your employment type, your deposit, your goals, and then they'll explain which products suit you and why. This is especially helpful if you're self-employed, have a slightly unusual income structure, or you're buying an investment property. Next is negotiation power. Because brokers give banks a steady stream of business, they can often negotiate sharper deals, lower rates, fee waivers, or better terms, especially if you're a strong borrower. It's like having a seasoned negotiator in your corner. Then there's the time-saving factor. Applying for a loan can be a time-consuming process. A good broker handles all of the application paperwork, liaises with the bank, chases up approvals, and helps you meet finance deadlines. That's peace of mind during what's often a very stressful time. And for those in more complex situations, maybe your credit history isn't perfect, or you've been knocked back by a bank. A broker can guide you to a lender who's more flexible. That can mean the difference between buying your home now or waiting another year. So how does that stack up against going directly to your bank? Well, when you walk into a bank, you're only being shown that bank's products, not what else is out there. That's not to say banks are bad, but they simply can't offer you the same level of choice or comparison. And because their job is to sell their loans, the advice you're getting isn't always as objective. Whereas a broker, who isn't tied to one institution, is usually paid a commission from the lender you end up choosing. And that commission is fairly standard across the board. So most brokers have no incentive to push you toward one product over another. Let's clear up a common misconception here. Are mortgage brokers expensive? In most cases, you don't pay anything at all to use a broker. They're paid by the lender when your loan settles, not by you. And that means you're getting personalised professional advice without the cost of hiring a financial advisor or accountant. Let me share a quick example. I had a couple recently looking to buy in Southport. They went to their bank first, but weren't offered anything competitive. I put them in touch with a local broker I trust, who found them a loan with a lower interest rate and better features, and they saved thousands of dollars in the first year alone. Not to mention the whole process was faster and far less stressful. To wrap it up, using a mortgage broker doesn't just give you more options, it gives you more confidence. It means you're not guessing, you're making an informed choice. And in a fast-moving market like Southport, that clarity is invaluable. So if you're thinking about buying, refinancing, or even just exploring your borrowing potential, my advice is speak to a broker before you speak to the banks. And if you don't know where to start, reach out. I work with some fantastic brokers here on the Gold Coast, and I'm happy to introduce you to someone who'll take the time to understand your goals. Thanks for listening. I'm Andrew Wright, and this has been Selling Southport. Thanks for listening to the Selling Southport podcast. I hope today's episode has given you some valuable insights and practical advice on the local real estate market. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or invest, I'm here to share my extensive experience and guide you every step of the way. If you have any questions or want to discuss your next property move, don't hesitate to reach out. Your success is my priority. Stay tuned for more expert tips and updates on the Southport property scene.